Yeah, so listen about that Lindsey Williams market melt up. The tech stocks I just talked about a couple days ago, Friday they ended terrible. It was a mini flash crash. All the tech stocks hammered. Monday comes along. The hammering continues, by the way. Hammering continues. All of a sudden, they start to go up. The bloodbath stops and they start climbing again. Back to green shoots. Only to find out they fall again. But what caused the green shoots? What caused the green shoot? Why did they recover? Take a guess. They started tanking again after this dead cat bounce. But what caused the dead cat bounce? The Fed coming out with a perfectly timed report that it made. It did its own study and gave some great news to the stock market, and then they started to rally until the dead cat bounce was over, and then they started falling again, and they ended the day down again. NASDAQ, S&P, all of them. So Zero Hedge has this little quick article. Is this why the FANG stocks rebounded this morning? Friday saw the FANG, again, that's like Facebook, Apple, Google, Netflix. Friday saw the FANG growth dream briefly crushed, and that pain continued through the opening this morning, which is Monday. But then something happened that sent the NASDAQ surging. Perhaps this is why. U.S. consumer inflation expectations declined last month to near the lowest levels in the 4-year history of a survey conducted by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Not just any Federal Reserve Bank, the one in New York, the clubs bank. So U.S. consumer inflation expectations declined. That's great. Last month to near record lows in the 4-year history of a survey conducted by who put this survey out there? The Federal Reserve Bank of New York. And as Bloomberg reports, the median respondent to the May survey of consumers reported an expected inflation rate of 2.47% 3 years from now, down from 2.91% in April, and just above the 2.45% low recorded in January 2016, in a series that goes back to 2013. So they put out this study, and all of a sudden, the day they need this thing to come out to pump that market up, pump it up. Oh, no, wrong song. Sorry, do-over. Can I get a do-over? Pump up the jam, pump it up. Why you something? Oh, the fangs go down. Get your booty on the floor tonight. So they rebound on this nonsensical news. But then at 4:38 p.m. Eastern Time, Market Watch, NASDAQ, S&P 500 closed lower second day as tech stocks slump. Ooh, right. So even the Fed, with their rigging and everything else, they're going to push this story out and get that market, get jazzed. Jazz up, baby, jazz it up. Like DJ Jazzy Jeff in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Jazz, we are jazzed. It started climbing, and then, never mind. Going to go back down where we left off. Isn't that amazing? The Fed comes out, and you know this was timed. You know this was on purpose. This was strategically done because they already saw how Friday went. So Monday, we're going to have to come out with some fake news, and we're good at fake news. And we're going to pump those markets back up to wipe off all the losses on Friday, only to find out it still ended the day down in the red. So that's not good. Is Tuesday going to be better? Are we going to hear it? Maybe the San Francisco Fed, the San Francisco treat Fed? They'll come out with, we just did a survey too on jobless claims, and it's better than expected. Markets rally. Oh, never mind. They go back down. So again, I'm seeing this, and I can't help but to think, Lindsey Williams, are you absolutely sure? Do you really trust whoever is giving you this information that the markets are going to melt up? Is this really going to happen? I've made a case for both why it could and why maybe it won't. Not even maybe. I mean, I'll give you the most superb case why it won't. But the other case is they're going to have to rig it. And if they do a dollar devaluation by chance, then you would see markets going up for sure. It would be a direct opposite effect. Dollar down, markets go way up. But I'm not expecting to hear a devaluated dollar announcement this year, or at least anytime in the near future, that would cause that, unless we're around September, October timeframe and markets are melting down and all kinds of stuff's happening, and then who knows. But I just have a real hard time believing that from Lindsey Williams. I know he's had great information in the past, but ever since Ken Fromm died, I've said this a bunch of times, it just does not appear that his guy now is telling him the right stuff, because the guy hasn't been right yet ever since Ken Fromm. So, one little quick video. Just want to share that with you. Nonsense, fake report, fake news, pump the market up, didn't work anyways, fell back down. Take care.